Oh, did one crash into his white? Oh. Whoops. Even the pros stall. So do I.
Today we're looking at a big Skoda. So big, in fact, that they've named it after a massive bear. This is a Kodiaq, and this is the Kodiaq, Skoda's newest and largest crossover. In fact, it's so big, it carries 7 people. Or is it so big?
It definitely doesn't feel it from here. Most 7-seat SUVs, like this one, feel absolutely massive. But this one feels compact, which is good.
And that's because it's not actually that big. See, the Kodiaq has many parts in common with a fairly compact seated Tekka, including all its underneath bits. Yet by stretching the wheelbase by just 153mm, Skoda has managed to squeeze in an extra pair of seats.
But the point about the Tekka is an important one because it's one of the best driving crossovers there is. And this feels similar. It has that lovely blend of being comfortable but also like a carb-free delicatessen, roll-free. In other words, it doesn't wallow around like most big SUVs do. It also benefits from the same ergonomic simplicity that the Seat has. It's as sparse as the exhibits in a History of Sunderland museum, but that also means that you can find your way around very easily. Super duper like!
And as we've come to expect from Skoda, the build quality feels bob on.
In fact, if you punched 7-seat Skoda crossover into a massive 3D printer, this is exactly what would come out.
I mean, look at the Kodiaq side by side with the Superb here. The predictability follows with the trims, although that's fine because it makes them easy to fathom. So you start with an S at this price, then it goes to SE, then SE Tech, then through SEL, and as with all other Skoda models, they'll probably end up doing a load of special editions throughout the course of its life. And they've already done one, in fact, called the Edition Edition. Oh yeah, and they've done Scout and Sportline versions too. As you can see, the Kodiaq is competitively priced. There's also, of course, plenty of room in the middle row for adults and enough for kids in seats 6 and 7. Although getting in is a bit of a nightmare. No matter how you dress it up, you're still basically clambering into the boot. It is worth noting that, in fact, 5 seats is standard on a Kodiaq, so the cheapest 7-seat one you can get is this one, and it costs £24,000.
But actually, it's not hard to recommend that very car. Just to give you an idea of the value, the Skoda's nearest rival is probably the 7-seat Kia Sorento, but that car starts at 29 grand. Well, I guess there's the Hyundai Santa Fe as well, but that starts at... Anyway, neither of them are as good as this.
So your 24 grand Kodiaq 1.4 SE has the following equipment, which is fair enough. And it also has one of the best petrol engines there is, pound for pound.
Of course, the diesels will be the best-selling Kodiaqs, and that's fine because they're smooth and quiet in that way that all Volkswagen diesels are. And the 150 horsepower one that most people buy is pretty quick, and it'll give you more than 50 miles per gallon in real life, as opposed to in your dreams. But honestly, right, don't overlook the petrol stuff. It's cheaper to buy, it's significantly more refined, and the economy's not actually that much worse, especially if you're just going around the doors.
Which I suppose is a nice segue into the engine range, which looks like this. Standard stuff. Probably pause now if you want to read them all. You back? Okay, well it's the same with the trim level, so pause again if you want to read them too. Skoda quotes a piddly 270 litres for the boot space, although that's with seats 6 and 7 up. Now, a better indication of what you'll get with those seats down is to look at what Skoda quotes for the 5-seat version, which is this. And it's not too far away from the space you get in an Audi Q7, and that's massive.
So that's the Kodiaq in numbers. And if you left it there, this car would be okay. However, in a shocking deviation from the script, Skoda has littered this car with touches that take it to another level.
Firstly, you know when you move your luggage cover or your parcel shelf and it ends up hanging around the house or the garage for weeks because you don't really want to put it back in the car? Doesn't happen here. There's also this secondary glove box behind this panel, which is brilliant. And a power tailgate from mid-level versions upward, which optionally opens with that wavy leg thing. But the best thing is this, which gives you license to fling your doors open with reckless abandon no matter how tight the car park is that you're in. It's stuff like that plus the predictable stuff that makes the Kodiaq so great. In fact, for this money there probably isn't a better car for a big family. The spec sheet is massive, it'll do 50 miles per gallon, it's very spacious and comfortable, it's very safe, it's good looking, in a boring sort of a way, it's good quality, and it just works properly in every sense. So there you go, that's the Kodiaq. Go to HonestJohn.co.uk for a more detailed review and for a full 360 view of the interior, because we're all about the technology. Bye!
'Cause tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky with you.